Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, the place where we break down everything cameras, lenses, drones, and creator tech that shapes how we shoot film and tell stories. If this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss our deep dive reviews, comparisons, and the hottest leaks and rumors in the creative world. Now today we've got a big one. The Sony A7V, a camera that has the entire creative community buzzing. Some are calling it the sweet spot between the A7 IV and the flagship A1, combining high-resolution pro-level video features and Sony's legendary autofocus, all without the $6,500 price tag of the A1. In this video, we're diving into the 10 biggest rumored features of the Sony A7V, from the 44MP sensor and uncropped 4K 120 frames per second, recording to the AI-powered autofocus system body redesign and even price leaks. By the end, you'll know whether the A7V could be the ultimate hybrid camera for creators in 2025. Sensor and resolution. Let's start with the heart of the camera, the sensor. Leaks suggest the Sony A7V will feature a 44-megapixel full-frame sensor. That's a solid jump from the 33MP on the A7 IV, giving photographers more resolution for landscapes, portraits, and commercial work. But here's the catch: it's reportedly a non-stacked sensor. That means while it won't be as fast as the A1 stacked design, Sony has still managed to squeeze out 20 frames per second continuous shooting. That's plenty for wildlife events and even fast action sports, making this camera versatile for both stills and video. Video capabilities. Now for the part filmmakers are most excited about video. The A7V is rumored to deliver 4K recording up to 120 frames per second with no crop. That's huge. Many cameras introduce a crop at higher frame rates, limiting your lens choices. Full-frame 4K 120 frames per second unlocks cinematic slow motion without compromises. On top of that, you'll get 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording, S-Cinetone, and multiple log profiles, professional codecs for flexible workflows. This positions the A7V as a serious video tool, not just a photography-first hybrid. But of course, the question is, will Sony finally solve the overheating issues we saw with the A7 IV? If they borrow the cooling system from the A7S III or A1, this could be the reliable long-form video solution creators have been waiting for. AI autofocus. One of Sony's biggest strengths is autofocus, and the A7V might take it even further. Rumors suggest it will include a dedicated AI processing unit similar to what we've seen in the A7RV. This would allow for smarter and faster subject recognition, not just humans and animals, but also birds, cars, planes, insects, and even sports-specific tracking. Imagine filming a wedding and seamlessly switching between faces, or tracking a bird in flight with pinpoint accuracy. If Sony delivers, this could be one of the most intelligent autofocus systems on the market. Body and usability. On the design side, the A7V is expected to borrow refinements from the flagship A1. We're talking about a deeper, more comfortable grip, cleaner, more intuitive button layout, improved weather sealing, a higher resolution EVF. These aren't flashy on paper, but for professionals shooting all day, they make a huge difference. Combine this with Sony's improved menus, and the A7V could be one of the most user-friendly alpha bodies to date. Price and release. Now the big question: price. Leaks suggest the Sony A7V will launch around $3,000 to $3,300. That's definitely higher than the A7 IV, but still less than half the cost of the A1.4. Creators who want high-resolution pro-level video and cutting-edge autofocus all in one package, that price could make the A7V one of the most popular cameras of 2025. 44MP full-frame sensor. The A7V is expected to ship with a 44-megapixel full-frame sensor, offering higher resolution than the A7IV's 33MP. This makes it ideal for landscapes, portraits, and commercial photography where detail is critical. While it's not stacked, Sony has reportedly optimized readout speeds for better performance with reduced rolling shutter point, 20 FPS continuous shooting. Despite the non-stacked design, leaks suggest the A7V will shoot at up to 20 frames per second with full autofocus and auto exposure. That's double what many competing cameras in its price range offer, making it a strong option for wildlife sports and fast action shooters. 4K 120 frames per second, recording. One of the most exciting rumored features: uncropped 4K at 120 frames per second. This is a huge step up from the A7 IV, which introduces a crop at higher frame rates. With the A7V, creators will finally get full-frame cinematic slow motion without compromise, a massive win for filmmakers and YouTubers. 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording. Sony is expected to bring pro-level color depth and flexibility with 10-bit 4:2:2 internal recording. Combined with S-Cinetone and multiple log profiles, this gives filmmakers more latitude in post-production, allowing for cinematic color grading and professional workflows. AI autofocus with expanded recognition. The A7V is rumored to include a dedicated AI chip, allowing it to track more subjects with greater accuracy. Beyond humans, animals, and birds, it may add support for vehicles, insects, and sport-specific movement. The result? An autofocus system that's smarter, faster, and more reliable than ever. Advanced cooling system. One of the A7V's biggest issues was overheating in extended video recording. The A7V is expected to borrow the heat dissipation design from the A7S3 and A1, making it a trustworthy camera for long-form recording like weddings, interviews, live streaming, and events. Ergonomic body redesign. Borrowing cues from the Sony A1, the A7V may feature a deeper, more comfortable grip for all-day shooting, improved button layout for quicker access, enhanced weather sealing for tougher environments, a higher resolution EVF for sharper previews. These subtle refinements could make a huge difference for professionals who rely on their gear daily. Improved low light performance. While higher megapixels usually sacrifice low light ability, Sony's rumored new sensor design aims to balance resolution and sensitivity. Expect better dynamic range, reduced noise at high ISO, and cleaner shadows, putting it close to the A7S3 in certain conditions. Faster connectivity and cloud features. The A7V is expected to ship with Wi-Fi 6E and faster USB-C transfer speeds, plus cloud-ready features for seamless backup and sharing. For professional workflows, this means faster delivery times, especially in event or news coverage where speed matters most. Competitive price point. Leaks suggest a launch price of $3,000, $3,300. While it's more expensive than the A7 IV, it's still half the cost of the flagship A1, offering incredible value for creators who want flagship-level performance without the flagship price. Who is it for? The A7V looks like it's designed for enthusiasts upgrading from older A7 bodies, hybrid creators balancing stills and video, wedding and event shooters needing reliability, YouTubers and filmmakers chasing cinematic quality without flagship prices. So there you have it, the Sony A7V. A camera rumored to bring together higher resolution stills, uncompromised 4K slow-motion video, next-gen AI autofocus, better low-light performance, and pro-level usability, all at a price point that could make it one of the most popular hybrid cameras of 2025. But as always, the real verdict depends on three big questions. How will Sony handle rolling shutter with a non-stacked sensor? Will the new cooling system finally eliminate overheating issues? And can the AI autofocus truly outperform the competition in real-world shooting? Now I want to hear from you. Would you pay $3,000 for the Sony A7V? Do you think it's worth upgrading from the A7 IV? Or would you wait for Canon's EOS R5 Mark II or Nikon Z8? And which feature excites you the most, the 44MP sensor, the uncropped 4K 120 frames per second, or the AI-powered autofocus? Drop your answers down in the comments. I read and reply to as many as I can. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you're always first in line for our latest reviews, comparisons, and camera rumor roundups. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, keep creating, keep experimenting, and I'll see you in the next one.